All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Caliente and Chill. I need a title, like a title thing before these videos. Anyway, another request from the comments section coming from Klaus Schorneman 104. It recommended a band. It sounds like a new band called Skyscrapper. An underrated band, not new, but underrated band from Brazil called Skyscrapper. They released a single album entitled TV Station. Okay, TV. Okay. It's a power prog with very striking and original melodies. And they requested either I react to Forever Under Lies or Insane. I chose Forever Under Lies. Let's go with the first request. Okay, let's go and give this a go. All right, Klaus. Let's check this out. Let's go and put it on the big screen. There we go. And we do it. Dude, okay, first of all, that flat out freaking rocked right there. All right. Dude, right from the beginning, the riff came in hard. And that riff is like pretty much what defines the song. This song doesn't have a whole lot of changes or a lot of like surprises, for like prog power metal. It was kind of straightforward what it was going to be. Okay? That's not a bad thing. It delivered it pretty well. I like what I heard here. It's definitely a song I put on my playlist for sure. So it already reached that level. Okay? Because it's a good sound. They maintain it, they keep it. Okay. And I like what's going on there. There's a kind of a crunch to the guitar sound, which I really like. The drum is just paced, and it's just maintained, and they maintain the energy throughout the song. I like the vocals. I like what's going on there. I also like how he gets kind of higher, later on in the song, especially like when the chorus happens. It has like this kind of expansive sort of feel. It has like some weight to it there. I like what's going on there. My favorite part is definitely when the solos came in. I mean, they were nice, they were sharp, they were crisp, had a nice tone to it. And towards the end, it had even like a little bit of a bite there, which is really nice. It wasn't all just in the high notes, kind of went down in the lows, give you that nice kind of like, yeah, that feel. And I like the kind of like the backing sort of like very slight, like organ kind of orchestra sort of sound. It didn't overpower as there's some sort of like string, or I guess organ or something in the background. All right. That I'm guessing they don't have a keyboardist and that was kind of put in as a backing track or something. I'm not exactly sure how that worked here. Kind of funny what I'm looking at here is, so this band's from Brazil. The album has a bunch of what looks like to me to be Japanese on there, which is kind of interesting because I have another reaction channel where I react to a lot of Japanese metal. Okay. And there's a lot of Japanese metal that's very similar to this in structure and in sound. And at one point I was like, man, I wonder if some of those bands took notes or influence from Skyscrapper, First time hearing about this band. I've never heard of them ever. So you were right about underrated, for sure. So, yeah, first venture to Skyscraper, Forever Under Lies. It delivers a solid, what you would kind of expect, power prog metal song. Not a lot of surprises, not any surprises really. The solo was nice, but it maintained a nice consistency, okay, which I really enjoyed. So there you have it with that. Those are my thoughts about this. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think as well. If there's other bands you want me to check out, or there's other songs by Skyscraper you want me to check out, feel free to let me know in the comment section, and I'll join you guys there. With that said, y'all take it easy and have a good one. Are stressed out. I guess you could do that.